learn to communicate better. Learn to communicate better. Now, I was a person who was really bad at talking. I opened my mouth, some kind of a wrong statement might be conveyed, and so I often kept myself quiet. And I gave myself this excuse that I'm not into that. I'm not into talking. I have a brother who is really good with talking, and he can talk well, he can tackle, deal with people very well. I was the exact opposite. And I used to always give excuse saying I'm not good at doing that. But as I grew older, I realized that communicating is something that everybody should learn. Because the Bible says like this, let your conversation, Colossians 4:6, let your conversation always be full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. What does the Bible say? Let your conversation be always full of grace. This is something that doesn't come immediately. You have to pay attention to how you speak, how you convey certain things. Proverbs 15:1 says like this, a gentle answer turns away wrath. The way you speak can change the entire situation. But a harsh word stirs up anger. You have to learn to communicate. You can't say that this is how I talk. I recently got into an argument with someone. It was my mistake. So I apologized. But he kept going on and on with his words. So then I went back. I was like, why do you talk like this? He said, this is how I talk. This is my voice. This is my tone. I tell you, with that kind of a tone, he's going to get slapped somewhere. I may not do that to him, but someone will do that to him. We have to be careful how we speak, the words we use. If you're not good at talking, read a lot of books. Listen to people who communicate well. Take some communication classes. It's free. It's freely available on YouTube. You know why we should do that? Because as God's children, we have the responsibility to speak well, communicate better. See, Proverbs 16:24 says like this, gracious words are like honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the body. Sweetness to the soul and health to the body. In the translation that I have, it says healing to the bones. You speak words that are just right and wonderful, people will love you. They'll say, hey, can you talk some more? I feel better when you talk. Are you with me? Learn to communicate people. Often people give excuses for poor choice of words. I don't know how to do it. This is how I am. This is how I am. Now, if I come to you and say, see, my nature is to beat you. Shall I? Can I? Can I do that? Absolutely. Self-control is required in everything. Required in your words, the way you speak. It's very important. Very, very important. So I was really bad at communication, and one of the things I would do is, whatever I wanted to say, I would write it down like a letter and refine that, memorize, and then go speak. And it started to get better day after day, day after day. Believe me, you may not believe this. When I met my wife first, I was so bad at talking. I didn't know what to say. So I would rehearse in front of the mirror, prepare what I'm going to talk to her for that evening, when we go out for a dinner, what I'm going to talk. I'll prepare all the subjects, bullet points, and then go deliver it. And it worked well. That's why I'm married and I have 2 children. There is no excuse for bad communication. You just have to work on it. And the Bible says that we have to speak words that are so gracious. A gentle answer turns away wrath. Let your conversation be full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone.